Hi, welcome back to Lorena's Kitchen, Cooking in the Urban Studio. I'd like to show you how to make some roasted butternut squash. And trust me, it is a huge favorite for adults and kids. At Christmas, this went big. I made what I thought was going to be too much and there was nothing left. So you can get your butternut squash already diced up for you. Makes it a little bit easier, but you can do it from start to finish. Just peel your butternut squash, half it, scoop out your seeds, and make it into bite-sized pieces, or you can go the cheating way and get it done by the grocery store. So I have garlic. I want it minced. I'm going to do 3 cloves for this amount of butternut squash, and it is 3/4 pound of butternut squash. There we go. And I'm going to use my little mincing tool. My oven is already preheated to 425 degrees. And it's going to pretty much roast on that heat, and it'll be in there for 25 to 30 minutes until they are perfectly tender. And now seasoning wise, you can really do kind of whatever flavor you want. Usually my default flavors are always obviously garlic. I always use olive oil. I do black pepper, a little bit of dried rosemary leaves, and some Himalayan pink salt. You can do it with, curry powder if you want it to be a little bit more towards that direction with flavors. You can do cumin, tastes pretty good as well. It all really depends on how you want this to come out. I kind of like it like traditional Italian, I feel, flavors. So in a regular bowl, just put your butternut squash in. And off to the side. A good amount of olive oil, probably about a tablespoon. If you have more than a pound, you may want to up that to like a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. And I'm going to there's no real measurement. It really goes based on your flavor. So I'm going to just put a little bit of black pepper on there. I want a little bit of the rosemary. There we go. And some pink Himalayan salt. A spoon to mix that up. I'm going to put in my garlic. Very good. Put that away. And just mix it all up. You could use either a spoon or some clean hands for that. And just make sure that your seasonings get evenly distributed over every piece of butternut squash. And then we're going to transfer just to a regular baking pan. So now that everything is all mixed up, this is kind of what it looks like. You see how pretty it is? And just pour it on in. Make sure I get all my garlic out because that's way too good to be wasting. And just make sure that it's, single layer in your pan. And once you have that, we're just going to pop it in the oven, and in about 25 minutes we will have perfectly roasted butternut squash. Time to put it in the oven. And you could just bring this as like a perfect little side dish. It's pretty, very harvesty. Always reminds me of like Thanksgiving time, fall time. But it is great at all stages of the year. I enjoy it. I will see you shortly. We're gonna check back in about 25 minutes and we will probably be done, and we'll be pulling it out of the oven, and you have an awesome side dish to go to any meal. So, see you soon. Thank you for joining me at Lorena's Kitchen, Cooking in the Urban Studio.